Anvil is officially over 10K. Awesome. Thank you, Readout.
Nice.
That is wild.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it's-
Yeah. And then,
I knew it was going to take off, but wow.
Yeah. And the Iron Age movement itself, I'm starting to hear like people say Iron Age in places I didn't think I'd hear them say Iron Age. It's like, what, these guys talking Iron Age over here?
Yep.
So
Yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it pop up in the comics, like the comics area and a bunch of the Comicscape people.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like adapting to it as well. And I think that was EVS one on, I think Tim Pool's stream, and he mentioned it. And right around that same time, I started seeing more people say Iron Age. So, which is cool. I mean, there's a lot of comic creators out there. It'd be good to have them in the ranks, and they buy sci-fi and fantasy, so that doesn't suck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think this magazine was actually a fantastic idea. Obviously, a movement needs more than 215 backers or whatever it is. But honestly, if we had gone longer, like even a couple months more without an event release to remind people that this is genuinely a thing, I think a lot of interest would have petered out. So
I agree. And then, of course, with all the shit going on at Disney, that was actually probably the best time. Because, face it, a lot of people don't realize that Disney owns most of the book market as well. Not just comic books, but a lot of the actual publishing and stuff. They have their hands in almost every form of entertainment.
Well, that would explain why traditional publishing sucks so much.
Yep.
Definitely. And I think the beautiful thing too is it's not just like the subscribers for this magazine, but it's also basically everybody who purchases a copy of or follows one of us is in sense kind of like contributing to the Iron Age as a whole. And I like that.
Yep. This has actually inspired me to push ahead with a anthology project. I just got to work with the Unreal Press to announce it, and I'm going to release it through them because they have their own audience and it won't just become selling to the same people over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But all you writers out there in the Iron Age, stay tuned.
Nice.
I'm going to be the submission editor, and there won't be a deadline. It's going to be when I get 10 stories I think are good. So first come, first served. But I'm going to have high standards.
Right on. That's good. It's good to set standards. That way various writers can test themselves and push themselves to new heights.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been thinking about putting them. Well, I've mentioned it a number of times. I want to take all my stories over time, flesh them out sometime at the end of the year, make it like a year-long project where I flesh out all my stories, punch them up, make them all good, and then release them all as like a 12-story anthology, roughly 600 characters per story, 600 words per story. I'm thinking of trying to do that, release one every other year, because I am still planning on just, for as long as for the foreseeable future, release one story a month. And every year I'll have 12 stories for another anthology then.
Right on. I'm trying to do that as well. My goal is to every month submit and get accepted a short story to a different anthology, and then after the year is done, round them all up like a victory lap. We got the one over at Story Hack. I just submitted one to a place called Morian Press. The third one is going to Bane's Fantasy Competition, and I'm gonna have to find 9 more.
Mm-hmm. I was actually looking for some interesting information online, and there's a website called the Submission Grinder. That's just a gigantic archive of stuff. I don't know.
Good luck with that. Everything is on that, even defunct portals.
Right.
So
You got to filter it out.
And there's a lot of defunct stuff too. So
Yes.
Oh, I bet.
There's no cleanup on the submission grinder. So you might accidentally submit to something that, you know, the editor's in jail or something and they didn't update. You laugh, but magazine I submitted to last year, the guy was MIA because he was in jail.
Wow.